Hey Aquarians, hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you're one of my amazing subscribers, thank you for being here. Even if you're not, please go ahead. Hit the button, it's free, get your energy moving throughout the channel. And please note these are general messages, so they're not going to resonate for all Aquarius, because not all Aquarians are going through the exact same thing. So if it doesn't resonate, that's okay. It just means it's not your message this time, so feel free to just leave it aside, toss it aside. And if it does resonate, awesome. That's great. I'm just coming into the energy here. What do we got for Aqua, please? Overall energy, please, Spirit. Overall energy for Aquarius. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Brilliant. Okay. All right, so you could be in a very good place right now. You could be just trying to find things that make you laugh because, okay. Because you could have been having a bit of a emotional time as of late, or the people around you may have been going through something emotional. Maybe emotions were just running very heavy, and it could have caused a little bit of stress or whatever else. It could be family, it could be a child that you're dealing with here. But when that Knight of Cups shows up in reverse, it's like somebody was very, very moody, okay? They may not have even been able to control their mood swings, all right? It speaks to unrequited love, or a heartbreaker or a manipulator of some sort. It can represent revoked offers or proposals, or bad news and withdrawn invitations of some sort. Maybe there was some heartbreak or some sorrow or disappointment. It could also be saying, don't jump to conclusions and maybe check facts before taking action on something. Okay, and maybe that's what the humor is about, is like, oh, maybe you got it wrong and you can laugh at yourself, that sort of thing. But it's about moodiness or tantrums or emotional turmoil. So there could have been some stressful situations that have been going on. It can also indicate that either you or someone around you has been procrastinating or avoiding taking action rather than confronting a situation head on. And if representing a person, it could just indicate that it's maybe someone around the ages of, say, 17, 18 to, say, 35, 40-ish, right? So usually a masculine energy, who usually at first appears to be very charming and trustworthy, but then they may turn out to be disloyal, passive-aggressive, commitment-phobic, or a bit of a drifter, manipulator, a cheater, heartbreaker, that type of thing. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, let's see what's crossing that, please. The moon, so there we go. It looks as though there were some it's like I'm getting the feeling like somebody may have been stuffing, like they needed to release some fear, or maybe there was a secret that was exposed. Maybe this person was experiencing some fear or anxiety, or perhaps you were. Maybe someone was trying to stuff down emotions, and maybe that was causing a problem, because the more we push things down, the more we act out. What is the foundation of this, please, spirits? Queen of Wands. Okay, you got a few people here. So the Queen of Wands could be somebody in your area, or sorry, could be somebody external to you. Of course, it's a feminine energy. Ooh, I hope that they weren't a gossip. it's possible that maybe that they were a gossip or something, but going back to this moon, someone may be kidding themselves about their role in creating current circumstances and maybe struggling to separate someone's own deception or fantasies from reality. And why this is happening is this Queen of Wands, but I don't know. The Queen of Wands normally can be quite, when she shows up in reverse, like can represent a fire sign being Leo, Virgo, or Aries, but this is somebody who's quite pessimistic or temperamental or overwhelmed. They may have taken on far too many tasks and are trying to keep too many balls in the air when they appear. So this could be someone around you, and maybe that's why there's some kind of tension or a lot of tension. Okay, that would make sense then why it's asking, choose to focus on the lighter side of life. But this also speaks to somebody being exhausted and heading for a burnout. Although on the flip side, it could be that either you or someone around you is being overbearing or sticking their nose in where it doesn't belong. It's a card of saying that someone may be needing some support in their time of need. But even if they need support, it's about not interfering in their business too much, if that makes sense. It's like asking them if they're okay and can I help you out, but not being too pushy. Or it can also represent not taking charge of things and being very disorganized or chaotic, and that could be causing other people being very flustered, because if they depend on this queen, then basically it could be causing their work or their tasks, whatever it be, to turn out inefficient, or it causes inefficiency, or it could be hindering others, right? If it's just a person, it could represent, say, a mature female or a feminine energy who could be very demanding or overbearing and pushy. Could be a little bit self-righteous, busybody, bully type. Also could be very unfriendly or jealous, catty, manipulative. So it looks as though, yeah, like she could even be spiteful or vengeful. They also could be a malicious liar who's deceitful or unfaithful in some way, or a troublemaker. So, or it could just be somebody that has low confidence, and maybe that's why they're acting out. Low confidence, low self-esteem, lack self-belief, and just overwhelmed. They just can't step up to the plate. What happened here in the recent past, please, Spirit? Tell me more about the recent past for Aquas. 3 of Wands in reverse. In relation to those other cards, it's like somebody didn't have foresight. So I'm getting, again, more of this hindrance energy. So if there was people around, this person here just seemed to hinder growth. Okay? It's like maybe someone had to move back home, or maybe they returned from travels, or there's some kind of restriction or lack of progress, a lack of adventure, or a lack of growth, or someone may be feeling like a failure or unhappy with their choices, or disappointed with the outcome of a situation. It also can signify a lack of foresight or forward planning, or holding on to the past and being haunted by it. Again, there's more here about a lack of confidence, self-doubt, frustration. Maybe someone feels as though their wings have been clipped, shying away from life. Maybe a failed holiday romance. That could be what it is here with that Knight of Cups in reverse. Or a failed long-distance relationship. maybe the fears got to be too much, like the suppressed fears, because that would make sense, right? If you're long distance, I mean, it's hard to feel confident because that person goes on living their life just as you do all day long, but you don't know who's around them. You don't know really what they're up to, and it can get scary. Like, our fears can really get the best of us. The focus right here is the King of Wands, so we also have a counterpart here. And this is about taking charge of a situation. So yeah, you could be, again, strong fire energy here. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But again, this individual, this person could be a bit of a bully and demanding. Like, you got a number of people here. And this person is usually a leader. So if it's the feeling of not feeling good enough or feeling like a failure at something, or somebody around you feels like a failure, the good news is that they're focusing on what they do have, which is energy, experience to accomplish what needs to be done at this time. It's about taking control of one's life and motivating those around them, leading the way forward, right? Setting a good example for those who look up to you, and not worrying about other people's opinion, and daring to be different, right? So that could be what this is about too, is that your focus is you're trying to get back to that lighter side of life, because whatever was going on around you, which seemed pretty heavy, didn't it? It was just like, the good news is you're coming back to taking your leadership role. Because by nature, this person's like funny, charming, you know, good with words, fearless, free thinking, motivated, action orientated. And this person also has an independent streak. So maybe that independence, if you're worrying about somebody, say if you're in a connection and you're worrying if they're cheating or something like that, it's more or less like this person needs their freedom and doesn't tolerate neediness. Or maybe that's you. Maybe you're taking on that energy and you don't handle neediness very well, and that's making this other person feel insecure, but they need to just relax and be a little bit more airy, easy breezy. Because this type of person doesn't like to let emotions stand in the way of their enjoyment of life, right? But they can also be self-centered and hot-tempered and controlling. So that's what I'm seeing here. So in the next, or in the future, the good news is somebody's going to be releasing some control here. So, okay. This person could be very controlling, or this one, that you've got a few people here. So I'm finding this reading a little bit challenging, because I am getting this feeling like there's 3 people. There's a few different parts here at play. But the good news is that in the future here, someone's going to be letting up again. Okay? So whether that's this person who has been a little bit too not nice, I guess you could say, whether they let up and they just chill out a little bit, or maybe, you know, after the moon cycle, they calm down a little bit and then emotions come out and everybody's just, you know, they chill out a little bit. I think that's what this is about, is just needing to chill out, because in the future here, this is about letting go. Right? Letting go of people, possessions, situations, or even the past issues, right? Letting go of toxic people or situations that no longer are healthy. So, you know, it could be shedding old issues, or letting go of regrets or fears, especially too. So that's good. The cycle is changing and coming back into your power here. So if you've been feeling, you know, not so great, it looks as though you will be. Okay? Let's see. Just getting a different card here. I'm going to get you an advice card. Go for it. There it is. Your prayers and positive expectations right there have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. So there are a few people here. Yeah. Stay on your present path as it will take you very far indeed. So whatever this was that hasn't been doing well, if there's been tension in terms of relations because of emotions, fears, whatever, maybe someone was a bit pushy, a little bit malicious, whatever be the case, it's asking you to tap back into your humorous, lighter side of life, Aquas. And the second that you start doing that, you're going to feel more easy breezy, and you're going to be able to see much further ahead without the clouds hanging around you. And you're going to take charge of whatever the situation is and release that is just no good. Okay? You may even be the beneficiary in some way, shape, or form of some generosity, or someone who's going to share or likes to give to others. Okay? But if you're thinking about, maybe, I'm even getting job too. I'm also hearing changing jobs or changing a career. It's saying go for it. So I don't know. Some of you were thinking about that too, saying go for it. But whatever this is, go for it. Whatever energy you need to tap into it. Just get back to being awesome, Aquarius. Okay? That's what I got for you guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.